Hello, it's me, back again after a very long break. I'm now back in school. I've left Toronto and I'm back in Halifax where the weather is very bad right now. So, thought I'd film the video. Sorry, I've been very busy. Hope everyone had a great New Year's. I know, I certainly did. Hope if you're back in school, hope school's going well. I know it's going well for me. I've just been crazy busy. After I made my last video, it was basically, I was very busy because I was at the World Juniors, because my family had a tournament package, so I was basically there every game. Then I lost my voice for about a week, so I had time, but I couldn't film any more videos because I couldn't talk. Finally got it back a few days ago, and I have time, so here I am filming a new video, and I have 5 more games and a lot of things to talk about, so I'm just going to put a whole mishmash of stuff right in this video and just throw it at you, and you can take it for what you will. So, Penguins played 5 games since I last made my video. Won 3, lost 2, won 1 in overtime, lost 1 in overtime. Didn't really play all that well for a couple of them, but they have some new faces. Just before the World Junior semifinal or quarterfinal game, so beginning of January. So, last time I saw you was last year, so this was this year. Penguins picked up David Perron from the Edmonton Oilers for Robert Klinghammer and a first-round draft pick this year. Now, first-round draft pick is a little steep, yes, but you have to ask yourself, would you rather give up a first-round draft pick or one of Derek Pouliot, Scott Harrington, or Brian Dumoulin? Because I'd certainly rather give up a first-round draft pick. I've seen what those guys can do. They're NHL ready, and I don't think you should trade any one of them, especially Derek Pouliot, barring a offer you cannot refuse, and that definitely was not it. So, good on Jimmy R. Penguins badly needed some depth, and they got it. He's already shown some great chemistry with Crosby. He scored a goal in his very first game. Their last game against Minnesota, which they won 7-3. He had 3 points. Crosby had 3 points. Letang had 2. Letang and Perron have got a nice chemistry. They got some nice French bromance going on. The first full day Perron had in Pittsburgh. Letang takes him shopping, takes him over to his house for dinner, and it's awesome how welcomed he is. And I've seen him play before, but not really that closely because he was in the West. Man, he's got some sweet hands. He's a smart player. He can skate. He showed chemistry with Crosby, which is what we need. He needs to have some wingers to back him up because him and Malkin have played with chumps all season. That allows Bennett to go down with Malkin. He's finally back. They've looked amazing together. And Kunitz looked like he's finally found new life again. Now they're just playing with Crosby, and that line is incredible. That's going to be a great line for the Penguins. They should definitely keep them together. Then yesterday, Penguins picked up Mark Arcobello from waivers from Nashville, formerly of the Edmonton Oilers, so he'll have a friend with David Perron, which will be nice. This is more of a depth move than anything. Didn't cost him anything. So, couldn't hurt to try it out, right? He'll definitely be an upgrade to the 4th line. He'll be definitely better than Craig Adams and Zach Sill. Marcel Gauch will actually have someone to play with. He's probably going to play in the 3rd line right now as they send Brian Rust back down to the minors and Andrew Abbott's on waivers, so he'll probably go to the minors. But when Blake Comeau and Patrick Hornqvist come back, I would suspect that he'll go down to the 4th line. And it'll be interesting to see how the lineup shake up, because if Kunitz, Crosby, and Perron continue to play well, it'll be interesting to see where Hornqvist goes, because he was also playing really well with Crosby and had not played too well with Malkin. So, I'd be interesting to see what will happen. I would probably put Kunitz back down with Malkin and then have Hornqvist, Crosby, and Perron, which would be a really nice line. But anyways, so yes, Penguins back on the winning track. However, they are still 1 point behind the Islanders for the Metropolitan Division lead, because while they're struggling and losing a lot of games, they're getting loser points. Meanwhile, the Islanders are winning in regulation. They're continuing to rack up wins, and the Penguins' next game is against the New York Islanders on Friday, which is tomorrow, which is going to be a sick game for top of the division, and the Islanders are for real this year. Yaroslav Halak was recently named to the All-Star team as a injury backup to Jimmy Howard. Marc-Andre Fleury also named as an injury backup to Pekka Rinne today. So that will be interesting to shake up. Battle of the All-Star goalies. Crosby and Malkin also named to the team. Team Foligno and Team Taves. Nick Foligno at the All-Star game is a joke in my opinion. He's only there because it's in Columbus. Him being named captain is even more of a joke. But anyways, I digress. So, so the Penguins are doing very well so far. But the Islanders are doing even better. They're the only team who has let you lose a game in 2015. They're a good team, and Washington is quickly on the Penguins' heels. They're 2 points back. Damn you, Barry Trotz. Damn you. He's making a team that's not supposed to be that good very good again, and it is so frustrating because I want them to be so bad. Although I want them to play Pittsburgh in the playoffs, the first round, because I think another round of those teams playing would just be amazing. And then you have the Rangers, who are like 2 points back of Washington, so the Penguins previously walked away with the Metro Division. It's not happening this year, and it's making for a very fascinating second half, and it's going to be really exciting down the stretch because the Metro's looking a lot stronger this year. All 4 of those teams will probably make the playoffs, which means that someone from the Atlantic will fall off. Right now it's been Toronto, and the Atlantic was previously thought to be a much stronger division, but Tampa Bay struggled lately. Montreal's really not all that good. Toronto just fired Randy Carlyle. They're not really that good. They haven't been scoring, and Boston's finally turning it on, but they did not look good to start the year. So the Metro's very competitive. The Atlantic's not looking nearly as strong. So it's going to be fascinating to watch second half of the year. Crosby's now only 5 points back of Jakub Voracek for the league lead in points. He got 3 his last game, and 5 points is nothing for Crosby. He can get that in his sleep. Malkin's 3 points back. Crosby looked like he's finally turning a corner after he got that OT winner in Montreal. Penguins' power plays looks like it's finally starting to get going. Letang scored a sick goal, a nice backhander. Penguins are looking real good. Their next 4 games, however, they have like 4 games in 6 nights. They have Islanders, Philadelphia, Rangers, and then, for fun, Chicago, just before the All-Star break, and then they get a nice break unless you're crossing Malkin and Fleury, and then you're going to the All-Star game and doing silly things and getting drafted because it's silly and it's fun and whatever. I would expect the Penguins could take 3 of those games. They can definitely take all 3 East teams. Chicago, I don't expect them to take that game, but you never know. They beat Chicago last year. Anything can happen, and I don't think Horkoff is really all that good, but Chicago is definitely a measuring stick game, so if the Penguins can play well that game, they look like they're in pretty good shape because this team is looking very good right now, and we're still missing some key guys to injuries, so it's pretty exciting. On the downside of that, Ole Mata is now out for the year, and what a poor, rough season this kid's had. Thyroid tumor. Now he needs shoulder surgery to repair it from last season, so that basically means that trading Paul Martin is now out of the question, and I wouldn't have wanted to trade him anyways because even though they'll probably lose him for nothing in the offseason, they're going to need him if they want to make a deep Stanley Cup run because right now we have Robert Bortuzzo and Rob Scuderi both in the top 6, and that's not nearly good enough if you want to make it and go far. I would definitely like to see one of those 2 guys come out for Derek Pouliot or Scott Harrington or Brian Dumoulin because when those guys played, they looked really, really good. And Robert Bortuzzo is not a top 4 defenseman. Rob Scuderi is really being propped up by the outstanding play of Simon Dupré, who should be a top 4 defenseman, but has been third pairing all year because Mike Johnson loves that pairing. When he doesn't realize really it's Dupré doing all the work, he's really, really making Scuderi look good. So, sorry this video is kind of all over the place. It's very scattered. Please like if you like this video. Subscribe if you really like it. Share with everyone. Tell all your friends. Spread the word. And I'll see you tomorrow night after we take on the Islanders and what will be the Penguins' final game, barring playoffs, at Nassau Coliseum ever. So, a little bit of nostalgia there. All right. Take care. And let's go Penguins.